Hello there, Reviewmageddon fans. I'm Wez.
And I'm Larry.
And today we're going to be reviewing 2K's latest in the Bioshock series, Bioshock Infinite. And what an amazing game, Larry.
It is an absolutely fantastic game.
Probably the best single-player game I have played in, well, I don't know.
Since Half-Life 2, probably?
Or since Bioshock.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's even more recent. But
yeah, it's more recent. I thought it was amazing. In fact, it's kind of one of those games, Larry, where I don't even want to say too much about it because just the experience of it all, everything new for the first time is amazing.
It is hard to describe it because there is pretty much everything you could possibly say is a spoiler in this game.
Exactly. Yeah, everything almost you can say, like, oh, and you say this person's name or this thing or this little thing that happens, and you all kind of know so much already, and it's just a great thing to experience it.
Yes, Booker DeWitt is the origami killer.
Exactly. Don't forget that, everyone.
Yeah.
Shelby. Anyway,
you had to say it, didn't you?
So, just when I just started playing this, just from the first, I'd say the first 20 minutes are probably the best first 20 minutes I've ever played in any game.
Well, it does echoes from the original Bioshock as well, doesn't it? That you find the tower, and that's the launch platform into this new world.
Yeah.
Except instead of it being in a claustrophobic undersea city, it's actually up in the clouds.
Yeah, it's like the polar opposite of that.
Yes,
and it's really bright and colourful. Well, I mean,
yes, and you don't automatically stand in a world where everybody's gone mental and trying to kill you straight away. No,
exactly, and you're wandering around, and it's just amazing. The first sights that you see, the colours, the graphics. You know, some of the bits where you start, you kind of see these beautiful colours coming from these kind of stained glass windows, and it's immense. The graphics are just. I thought they were astonishing. I thought they were absolutely amazing for what you can get away with on the Xbox. They looked amazing.
Exactly. Yeah, it's very sort of just bright and blue and sort of airy. What you'd imagine what it would be like, a city on the clouds.
Exactly.
Called Laputa.
One thing I got to be honest, when I first heard about Bioshock Infinite and I saw the pictures and I saw the first videos and things, I really thought I was going to be a little bit disappointed.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I just love Bioshock so much that I guess I was really cautious about it. I wasn't really enamoured with Bioshock 2, and when I saw it, I was like,
well, Bioshock 2 wasn't made by the same people.
That's true.
It was more of a stopgap. They released while Bioshock Infinite was being made, because it's a good 5 years since the first Bioshock. They've been working on this game for 5 years. Yeah,
and I looked at it and I looked at the pictures and I saw it was up in the clouds, and then you go along these rails and things. I thought, it doesn't look like I'm going to enjoy that. I just love the claustrophobic feel of Bioshock, the original, and I love the kind of cyberpunky bits and things like that. And I'm not as much of a fan of steampunk, so like I love the cyberpunk aspects of that. Like I said, I like kind of being in those enclosed spaces, and I just thought I wouldn't like it.
No,
and then I played it and I was blown away.
Yeah, it is. It does. It's just 5 more minutes. Just 5 more minutes. Just 5 minutes.
Oh, exactly.
It's like 5 hours gone.
Oh, exactly. No, that's what happened to me. Like the second time I actually got a proper chance to play it, I went from literally, from like playing it for an hour to the next time I played it for about 6 or 7 hours straight, and I could have happily carried on. It was only when I turned around, I was like, oh, it's 6 in.the morning. I better stop playing now.
I've got to go to work.
Yeah.
I do remember you telling me, I can say it's because there's a spoiler, it's been in a game, but you didn't even bother playing a game for the first hour or so. You just started walking around the city, wasn't it? Just having a look.
Yeah, I was so enamoured with the beginning of the game that I didn't run. I walked. I saw this beautiful little songbird, hummingbird, whatever, kind of just floating about. I was putting candles out in the thing. I was just looking at the visuals, just listening to what people had to say, kind of moving around. It's not really ruining anything if you say at the beginning of the game there's like this little carnival kind of thing going on. And I was just kind of experiencing that, you know, playing some of the games and things there. The only thing that's kind of, you know, I mean, I could happily go and play that first 20 minutes again and again and again. I just did it. I really did, and I would probably say that my favourite intro in a game was probably either Final Fantasy VII from before, or maybe even Half-Life 2. I quite liked the beginning of Half-Life 2, but I think that was amazing. I just thought it was amazing. The whole game is amazing, and it just carries on. It just carries on in that kind of vein where you think, wow, you don't get a breath, really, do you? And when you do, your kind of jaw drops instead, and you're like, wow, did that just happen? That was amazing. I was never expecting that.
Exactly. No, it is. It is. It's just the whole unique area about it. It's just so different from anything else you've played that you just want to soak it all in and sort of experience it all rather than just rush straight through the game from beginning to end.
Even you kind of still do that because you're just enjoying it so much.
Yeah,
it's kind of like a catch-22. It's like you want to savor it, like you know, and enjoy it, but then you also just want to carry on. You just want to keep playing it. It's one of those games I would. Well, I don't know. I can't say anything else, but I would happily want to play kind of more DLC. I want more Bioshock, basically. I just want more Bioshock. Please,
even though you've not played Bioshock 2.
I've played Bioshock 2 and I probably got about halfway through and I just really wasn't enjoying it like I did the original. But do you know what? This makes me just want to go back and play Bioshock 2. So I'm going to probably do that. I've got it somewhere. I'll find it and I'll play that now. Just because I forgot how much I love the world of Bioshock and the characters and kind of the way the storyline's just slowly, you know...
I think just the setting itself is one of the major characters, really.
Oh, exactly. And again, and that's the kind of thing that put me off in the first instance. But by the end, I was on the rails and going whee and shooting people and just enjoying.
Jumping off, attacking them, and that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, people probably noticed we haven't actually said much, but we're just saying how much we enjoy it because I want to say what happens. Really, as Larry said earlier, if we say too much, it kind of takes a lot away. The only thing I guess we will say, because you see, like you were saying, that we've seen it and things in the trailers and pictures and stuff, is the person that hangs around with you in it is pretty awesome.
Yeah, Elizabeth.
Yeah, and when I say awesome, she doesn't get in the way. She helps you out, and just the little things that she does sometimes can be amazing. Just like, I mean, this might sound crazy, but just sometimes she just sits down, or she goes and looks at something. You're like, what are you doing? Stop having a personality. What are you doing? You're just supposed to get in the way in doorways and stuff. What are you doing?
Yeah, no, she also points out things that you've missed, that you've not picked up, and that things like lockpicks lying on the floor. And
there's a lockpick over there. Oh, well, thanks. I did notice it. I didn't. Yeah, it's brilliant. She's amazing. And she just adds so much to the game, more than I have ever imagined. You know, just kind of way that maybe she'll react to something or whatever, and you're looking at that, and then she'll look at you, and you're like, well, you're looking at me. That's weird.
Yeah.
You're looking at me.
I do like the fact that it's so intelligent that she knows where you're going to run to next as well.
Yeah, exactly.
As well, she starts running in front of you, even though, you know, I've not told you where I'm going.
Yeah.
What are you running over there for?
What if I want... She even hangs out with you in the toilets, though. I mean, I went to the toilet at one point, and I was like, hey, seriously, I might need a number 2 in here, and you just do it.
She does make a comment on that, doesn't she?
Yeah, exactly. So it's amazing. She's amazing. You know, the whole...
Apparently, she's based on Alex Vance in Half-Life 2. That she was a major influence on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in that, you know, the episode 1 and episode 2, where they sort of make her more of a sort of a side character. Something that you care for.
Well, there's some of the great things that she did in Half-Life were amazing, so I can see where they got it from, but she's not an annoying character. You know, usually when they do these kind of things, it's annoying and you've got to make them go somewhere and then you've got to tell them to stop there because otherwise they're going to get shot or blah, blah, blah.
But they get shot anyhow, and they just stand there while everybody starts attacking them.
People are shooting me. I don't know what to do. Move out the way. Get to shelter.
Do I continue standing here until I die?
Yeah. Should I tell you when to breathe? What do you want me to do? You know, it's just the kind of stuff. But in this, it's not an issue. It's not a problem at all. The storyline is amazing. It just keeps you intrigued the whole way through. You'll be thinking, what's going on? Oh, okay, I think I got it. Okay, I haven't got it. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting that. That's just what's going to go on when you're playing Bioshock Infinite. It's immense. If you liked Bioshock, you'll love Bioshock Infinite.
Yes.
Maybe even if you love Bioshock 2, you'll love Bioshock Infinite.
Excellent. Yes, it's exactly like that.
There's no multiplayer for us to speak of though, but
there was going to be some, but they took it out. They said it wasn't worth.
Yeah, I can't complain about that, really, to be honest. I mean, I know we both like multiplayer, and to be honest, in a way, we don't care if it's tacked on.
Did you ever play the Bioshock 2 multiplayer?
I did play the Bioshock 2 multiplayer. I didn't play it for long, so I think that just goes to sum up. I know people really loved it, though, didn't they? It was people really enjoyed it, but you know, I can't say that that's something that I think, oh, it had to have been in there. Yeah. I'm not going to get upset about it. You can see where all those years of work, like the whole world is amazing. Like, usually you just get these bog standard sections like we've talked about before, like warehouse, sewer level, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? And it's just the same places you've seen again and again. And it's so detailed. This world is so detailed. Like every single place, like it seems like there's a reason why it's there. It's not just, and there's like things around the world as well. It's just the detail. The level of detail is immense. It's an
as well.
Storyline, the gameplay is so fun to play, and things just play out really well. The gunplay is fine and it's brilliant. You got this powers. I love the powers that you get.
The vigors.
Yeah, the vigors this time, not plasmas.
Plasmids, yeah.
Yeah, of Bioshock. They were awesome. I'm not ruining this, but my favourite one was Undertow. I just love pushing people away, like that power.
Oh, using the old Force Unleashed techniques there.
Yeah, exactly. But you can do that in it's a bit like the Skyrim one. The fast roll, and then they're flying.
I just like doing the one where you can take over somebody's mind and they become your ally.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's quite hilarious. And also, when you do it to a sniper and they get remorse after a while and they beat themselves to death with a butler rifle. Elizabeth is just standing there watching him going, oh, all right, yeah. Oh, look, he's beating himself to death with his gun.
There is a bit earlier, I don't know if I'm kind of saying something I shouldn't, but
if it's early, it's all right.
Upset because you kill someone, right? It's going to happen, you're going to kill someone in the game. And she gets really upset about it. And literally, like 2 minutes later, you beat like 50 people to death. And she's like fine about it.
She's just getting over it. Really.
Oh yeah.
It was a bit shocking the first time, but now after 50th time, yeah.
When you just kind of rip that guy's head off, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Just got blood over me, but it's cool. But there isn't really that much to complain about. What could you actually complain about this game?
There's some annoying some annoying segments right near the end of the game. I will say that.
Yeah, I found it got quite hard.
Certain boss fight, and
yeah, it got quite hard.
Yes. Very hard.
Little things that perhaps you said that you would have liked to have been explained that weren't, which we can't.
Yes, there's no explanation of who the songbird actually was, really. I know it was some sort of personal creature, and it's supposed to apparently Fink's. It was built by Fink and that from another dimension or something. But it's never actually explained. I was expecting some sort of twist, or, that's actually you in there from the future having to look after her or something. But
with no legs and no arms.
Yeah, well, he's got legs and arms.
No, I know, but like to make it more of a twist.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And no head.
No. Just a torso.
Yeah. And I mean, the other thing is, to be honest, most of the gripes are little things. The biggest complaint I can say is that it ended, Larry.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't want it to end. And I would have happily carried on playing that game until I was old. It's a great game. So shall we go ahead and give it a score then, Larry?
Yes, it's your turn to score first.
Oh, okay. Well, because I thought it was such an amazing game, it's probably one of the best games I've ever played. I'm going to have to just give it 5 out of 5. It's amazing. I absolutely loved it. I loved it as much as Bioshock, although I would still say Bioshock probably creeps it just a little bit for me because it was the first time you experienced that kind of thing, with the plasmids and blah, blah, blah. And I missed the little turret guys. You remember that in Bioshock you could hack those turrets, and they've taken out all the mini games as well, actually. But
they got a special vigor that hacks them for you now.
Yeah, I know, it kind of just cheats. But I used to like hacking those little things, and then they can just fly around with you. And I used to give them names because they were my friends. That's not in it, but I still I did give them Bioshock 5 out of 5.
But they got the mosquitoes. They're sort of the equivalent then.
I know, but they don't hang around with you like the other ones.
No.
So, anyway, 5 out of 5 from me, Larry.
Okay, I'm gonna have to say 5 out of 5 as well because it is an absolutely fantastic game. It's going to be one of them games that people say for years on afterwards, about the experience
of it.
Yeah, experience of the storyline and living it and stuff like that. So it is going to be a future classic, I'd say.
Very much is. So that's it from us. 5 out of 5 from both of us. That's a 10 out of 10. That's the highest highest score we've given it in our new series of.
In our new one, yes. Well, it rivals what's his name, that dog one that you like.
Akami,
yes.
Yeah, that one.
Almost
I'm sure there'll be
other.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be other games that we'll probably give to the highest marks. Turning Point, we would probably give 10 out of 10, right?
We would have, yes. Tempting, yes, because we talk about it all the time.
Oh, sorry, no, 10 out of 100.
Oh,
anyway, thanks for everyone who's been watching today. Make sure you leave your comments so we can perhaps put them up on a future episode of Reviewmageddon for fun. Thanks for watching, as I said, and we'll be seeing you next time on another episode of Reviewmageddon.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.